Good morning, friends. Hope you are doing well for a Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. I did, man. Watched some good FCS playoffs, a little bit of basketball, Army Navy game. Went to a festival here in town. Had a couple of German adult beverages. Anyway, hope your weekend went great. This is going to be college football and basketball review from last Thursday until Saturday. We can go through all that stuff. Got a lot of news items to get to. So let's get to it before we get started. Hit that subscribe button down there, wherever it is, so you don't miss anything. With it, let's get started. Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy. Gave a great speech, I thought. A lot of people praising his words afterwards. And I didn't know this happened until yesterday, but evidently, Saturday night, Diego Pavie on his Instagram put, F all the voters. It's like, dude, seriously? Come on, man. I mean, boy, were you one of them kids that raised to believe you're going to get everything you want? Lost a lot of respect for him. He did apologize, but damage is kind of done. I've lost a lot of respect for him. I mean, I know when you get mad, you do things in the heat of the moment, but still, man, you can't do that stuff. Coastal Carolina, they hired Missouri State head coach Ryan Beard as their new head coach. Southern Miss, they promote offensive coordinator Blake Anderson to their head coach after Charlie Huff left to coach Memphis. A lot of transfer portal moves. Big one here. Florida quarterback DJ Lagaway, transfer portal. Let's see, Kansas safety Lyrique Rawls, transfer portal. Bowling Green linebacker Gideon Lampron, transfer portal. UConn running back Cam Edwards, he enters the transfer portal. South Carolina quarterback Brandon, how do you say his name? Sis, declares for the NFL draft, as does Texas senior linebacker Trey Moore. Both of them are going to try their hand in the NFL. This one kind of surprised me. Utah head coach Kyle Whittingham, he's going to retire after the Las Vegas Bowl. 21 seasons there at Utah. I believe he came on right after Urban Meyer left for Florida. But, man, probably one of the best coaches they ever had. He's going to wrap it up, spend time with his kids. Congratulations, Coach. Great career. Hope you enjoy your retirement. Washington State, they named Missouri offensive coordinator Kirby Moore as their new head coach. North Carolina, they got rid of OC Freddie Kitchens and special teams coordinator Mike Pfeiffer. Freddie Kitchens, I have to look that up. I think he the wide receiver at Alabama years ago. Might be a little different Freddie Kitchens, but I'll have to look that up. That kind of got me there. Michigan State basketball coach Tom Izzo gets a raise. He will get now $7.2 million a year. Highest paid basketball coach in the Big Ten. And we end this news with some more Sharon Moore crap. He's been charged with 3 crimes, among them home invasion and stalking. More details did come out. Last summer, Michigan investigated a rumor of his affair. Was also investigated two more times about other women. Nothing ever came of it. He's been messaging OnlyFans models on Instagram. Doesn't even use a fake name or anything. Uses Coach Sharon or whatever his handle is. I've seen it, but I don't follow him, but I've seen it. Doesn't even make up a fake handle. Uses his real handle to do it. It's about as dumb as, remember SMU athletic director sending payments to kids years ago in the SMU envelope? Jeez. Anyway, so evidently he fired his assistant, his mistress. I never saw why. I don't know if they didn't announce it or I just missed it. Never saw why he fired her. But here's the thing. Apparently she ended the affair and he was stalking her. He wanted her back. Maybe that's why he fired her. A little payback. Well, I can't have you back. You don't have a job. Well, yeah, look what it did to you. She took all the evidence after getting fired, turned it into the university. After he's fired, breaks into her apartment, threatens to harm her and himself with a butter knife. Of all things, with a butter knife. Runs away, rest of the local church. Now, I guess he's out of jail now because there's an OnlyFans model claiming he has been messaging her on Instagram the last couple of days. This guy, man, they might just put him in a white jacket and throw him away somewhere because he's got all kinds of freaking mental issues up there. Michigan, though, they are now launching an internal investigation into the athletics department. So all crazy ass story. You know, more crazy ass stuff's going to come out about this over the next few weeks. But yeah, Sherrone Moore, man, he looked like a decent coach, and turns out he's got some serious issues. Anyway, all right, so let's go back to Thursday basketball. Wasn't any top 25 upsets, but there was a hell of a game. Number 4 Iowa State beat 8-1 Iowa. Iowa led by 8 at halftime. Iowa State shot 42% from the field, 18 points off of turnovers. They did have less fouls. Iowa shot 51% from the field. Banks led the way with 14 points. Jefferson led the way. Iowa State 24 points. Pretty damn good game. It was tight all the way through. So I was pretty entertained watching that one. Friday, no top 25 upsets. FCS quarterfinals. Montana State beats Stephen F. Austin 44-28. Was not a good weekend for FCS Texas teams, I'll tell you that. Montana State's Lamson, 246 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Jones, 114 on the ground, 2 touchdowns, and he caught a touchdown pass also. Stephen F. Austin's Vidlock, 242 passing yards and a touchdown. Jenkins, rushing touchdown, and 3 touchdowns. Hardball, 3 touchdowns. They scored 3. I can't even read my damn writing. 3 turnovers. Stephen F. Austin had 3 turnovers and had the ball 10 less minutes. Okay, got it out. Saturday, no top 25 upsets in basketball, but another pretty damn good basketball game. Number 9, Michigan State beat 8-3 Penn State 76-72. I don't know how to say this guy's name from Michigan State. Gachukowak? I'm sure I've heard it say it on TV. I just can't pronounce it. Ogachukka? Anyway, hell of a game for him. 23 points. Hit 5 3-pointers in this game. 46% from the field. Michigan State hit 10 3-pointers total. They had 13 more rebounds. Penn State's D-Lane came off the bench. High score, 23 points in that one. No starters, though, for Penn State. Scored over 11 points. They did have 23 points off of turnovers, so that's helped them stay in the game, but still lost. Number 17, Arkansas. Beat number 16, Texas Tech, 93-86. Brazil, for Arkansas, 24 points, 10 rebounds. The Cuff and Kruk, 22 points each. They shot 52% from the field, hit 10 3-pointers, and scored 10 points off of turnovers. Texas Tech's Toppin led the way, 30 points, 11 rebounds. Anderson, 26 points behind him. They shot 51% from the field. They hit 13 3-pointers. Number 23, Nebraska beat number 13, Illinois by 3, 83-80. Sanford for Nebraska, 32 points, hit 6 3-pointers in this game. Mass behind him, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 52% from the field. They did commit 21 fouls in this game. Illinois' Boswell, leading scorer, 20 points. Wagler and Stokovic, 19 points each. 48% from the field. They only committed 9 fouls in this game. That's pretty impressive. Number 1, Arizona beat number 12, Alabama, 96-75. Arizona's Burries, 28 points, 7 rebounds. He hit 5 3-pointers. They shot 43% from the field. They hit 10 3-pointers, 20 more rebounds than Alabama, 22 points off of turnovers. Bama's Phillion Jr., 24 points, 10 rebounds. They shot 45% from the field. They hit 12 3-pointers in that one. Number 8, Gonzaga beat number 25, UCLA, 82-72. Gonzaga's Ike, 25 points. Huff behind him, 21 points, 50% from the field. They had 7 more rebounds and 21 points off of turnovers. UCLA's Bilodeau, 24 points. They shot 49% from the field and committed 6 more fouls than Gonzaga. All right, FCS quarters all day long. Villanova beat Tarleton State 26-21. McQuaid for Villanova, 180 passing yards and a touchdown. Mace, 151 on the ground and a touchdown. Their kicker, Barnum, 8 points. Good for him. Their defense had 4 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. Tarleton State's Gabales, 210 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Kramer, 104 receiving yards and a touchdown. Tarleton State jumped out on them 14-0, and then Villanova just kept coming back. Cricket Celebration Bowl. South Carolina State beat Prairie View A&M 40-38 in 4 overtimes. Prairie View A&M missed a field goal in overtime that probably could have won that game. All right, another one here. Montana, they beat South Dakota by 30, 52-22. Ayat, 305 passing yards, 3 touchdowns for the Grizzlies. Wortham, 201 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. And then Wortham, Gilman, and Jones had rushing touchdowns. South Dakota, Bowman, 231 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception. Phillips had a rushing touchdown. Martiz and Bose each had touchdown catches. And the Missouri's Deck, 93-yard punt return for a touchdown. Oh, and their kicker, Silver, 10 points for him, too. Illinois State beat UC Davis 42-31. Rittenhouse for Illinois State, 266 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. Threw an interception, but hey. Sabakowitz, 150 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. And Glatz, 2 rushing touchdowns. Pinnock for UC Davis, 402 passing yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Dobbins, 121 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns. Fisher had a rushing touchdown. Both teams over 530 total yards in this game. Illinois State held the ball for 10 more minutes. And then FBS, Navy Army. I watched this game. That was a damn good game. I actually had this game on the TV and the Montana South Dakota State one on the tablet. So I was going twice. Anyway, Navy, man, came back, won that game by 1 point, 17-16. Navy's Horvath, 82 passing yards and a touchdown pass to Heinrich. Also ran for 107 and a touchdown. Army's Helms, 82 passing yards also. Interception, ran for 100 yards and a touchdown. Jones, their kicker, 10 points in this game. Army, they dominated the first half, but I guess adjustments were made at halftime. Navy came back, dominated the second half. Army, 11 first downs, 3 for 10 on third down. Navy, 17 first downs, 11 for 18 on third down. Only a 72-yard difference in total yards. Navy had the ball 10 more minutes. So Navy gets the Commander-in-Chief trophy. Air Force is sitting over there in the western part of the country going, how do we fix all these problems? And the bowl game. First bowl game of the year, LA Bowl. Washington beat Boise State 38-10. Williams for Washington, 215 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Coleman, 85 rushing yards and a touchdown. Boston, 126 receiving yards and a touchdown. And then Cutforth for Boise, 202 passing yards, touchdown, 3 interceptions though. Their starter, who's been hurt most of the year, came in, Madsen, 51 passing yards, 2 interceptions. So 5 picks between the 2 Boise State quarterbacks. Only 58 rushing yards for Boise State in this one. Boise State defense, though, not a bad game for them. 5 sacks, 7 tackles for loss. Washington, 3 sacks, 4 tackles for loss. Both of them had under 18 first downs. Washington finishes 9-4. Boise State finishes 9-5. Gotta wonder what happened at Boise State if Madsen wouldn't have gotten hurt earlier in the year. Because they are a good team. They just, quarterback play was where it was at. Okay, so yesterday, I only saw one top 25 team playing. I think it was Iowa State maybe. They won. No top 25 games today. There's a bunch of games, but it's kind of, I don't know, I guess you could say on the lame side. But anyway, hey, tomorrow night, Tuesday, 6 p.m. on ESPN. Number 11, Louisville versus number 20, Tennessee. 6 p.m. on Peacock, 8-3 DePaul versus number 22, St. John's. 7 p.m. on the ACC Network, 8-3 Eastern Tennessee State versus number 14, North Carolina. 7 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 9-1 Northern Colorado taking on number 16 Texas Tech. 7:30 on Peacock. 8-2 Butler versus number 5 UConn. 8 p.m. on ESPN Plus. 8-3 Pacific goes to Provo to play number 10 BYU. Also, Tuesday, tomorrow night, you got the Salute to Veterans Bowl, 8 p.m. on ESPN. Troy versus Jacksonville State, both 8-5. Both of them lost their conference championship game. Moving on to Wednesday, basketball, 9:30 on FS1. 9-2 Arizona State versus number 25 UCLA. You got the Cure Bowl, Old Dominion versus South Florida, both 9-3. I'm going to watch this game because, remember, South Florida started off on fire, beat Florida. Florida didn't turn out to be very good. They were undefeated. Miami spanked them. Kind of went on a little downhill slide, but then they started winning again. Same thing with Old Dominion. They started off on fire, went on a small little losing streak, finished strong, winning out the rest of the season. Both 9-3. It's going to be a pretty good one. I'm going to watch that one. You also got the 68 Ventures Bowl, 7:30 on ESPN. Louisiana versus Delaware. Both of them are 6-6. Moving on to Thursday. Basketball. Tons of games on Thursday, but nothing that really stands out to where you make you say, oh man, got to tune into that one. You got the Xbox Bowl, also on Thursday. 8 p.m. ESPN 2. 7-5 Missouri State versus 6-6 Arkansas State. That's it. We'll be back Thursday or Friday. Preview what's coming up. Review what's happened this week in basketball and bowl games. CFP starts this weekend. On-campus games. That's awesome. Another big one on Saturday, though. Amid all that. May have to get 2 screens going. I know I will. Montana and Montana State in the FCS playoffs. Semifinals. Those two are big rivals. That's going to be a good one, too. So I know I'll have the TV going and the tablet going at the same time. That's it. Like I said, Monday sucks, but hey, keep your head down. You'll stay busy, and before you know it, the weekend will be here again. We will see you back on Thursday or Friday. Take care.